everyone, I'm duOCELOT, and this is a tutorial of how to create a workflow using the Photoshop and Pyxel edit to produce original material for the near lens. Okay, so we are going to start using Photoshop, could be GIMP, they are similar. We're gonna create a new file with pixel size that's related to the 64 tiles from the near lens lot. Okay, so it's 2048 pixels into a resolution of 72. This should be fine. This is only for sketchy purpose. You don't need to be pixel accurate, but if you want to make it more precisely, you can adjust. So we are going to build a grid with 32 pixels tiles to help us understand what you're creating and put into proportion. Okay, all right, let's go. This is my first tutorial, so I'm sorry for any mistakes. All right, here we just set it our blank map. I'm already done this, so just showing to you how to. You go to the options, preferences, the grid, and just put 32 pixels, and subdivisions you just hit 1. Okay, so you have squares 32 pixels. You can do a research because Photoshop have a little overlap some pixels, so there's a correct configuration, but it does not affect us now. Okay, so I've just put some color to the background just to build upon it. Okay, I'm using snap grid so it can help us to control the freestyle, and then I'm going to do some sketching. Right, okay, let's build an island, a small island here, and then let's all right, then let's paint it. Okay, it's fine. We are going lousy because it doesn't matter for us at this point. We can do some collage if you want. You can get some material, mix it into a technique and build on the Photoshop, because we are going to prepare a guide map to use on the other software. Okay, so the pixel edit will be on the other software, but as a guide here, it helps us to think and organize our building. Okay, so I'm really doing like this just to show how it is possible to do it with. You don't need too much skills of drawing and anything. You just can organize. Okay, let's paint some grass. All right. The color choices are only for understanding of our map. It doesn't matter. We can change them after it. Okay, so let's do some water here. All right, there's a little lake inside our island. maybe build some. Let's put a building here. Okay, I'm using white just to make it different from the other colors. Try to build a tower. Okay, let's do a door here. A window somewhere. Okay. Alright. Let's make it a classic tower. Okay. We have a building. Some landscape. Let's do the background. Okay, I want to do a sea all over it. Alright, so let's paint it. The snap on grid helps to make the small changes between the borders to fill up into a standard. So it helps to organize when we will change for the tile set creation. Okay, so it's good to have it. And you don't need to worry about any precision at this point, just goes for the organization of the idea. Okay. Alright, let's finish it. Just to see, and fair enough, I'm comfortable. So now we're gonna export a GPG. Okay. And then we're gonna move to the other software that's called Pyxel Edit. Right? It's a $10 software, really cheap and really good. Okay, so. So we're gonna hit find new, and then you're gonna build the 64 tiles, and the tile will be a 32 pixel size. Okay, alright, just create a blank page. Now we're gonna import the image that we created in the Photoshop. They will open into a new window. Okay, so here are the tiles, right? But this is not the workspace that we are working on. I'm just showing to you how the things work. So there's a selection tool. This is the image. It's a JPG. So we're gonna copy. Okay, there's a zoom. You can have to put the pixel grid on. If you want to see it, you can turn it off at any point. Alright, here are our tiles. Okay, so we're gonna import the GPG. So we're gonna select it all, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Okay, and then place into grid. Okay, you can make some fun adjustments. Okay, now this is the map. Each one of this tile marked with a dot, it's one tile. These are blank tiles. Okay, so now we are going to create tiles and put them on the place. Okay, so the first of them I'm doing with the grass. So this is the tile 0, and I'm covering up all the grasses. So I'm gonna paint one, and everyone will respond. So every 0 tile will be automatically updated with any changes that I make to them. So we're gonna build our ground now. Okay. Cover up. Okay. You can do your own palette. I'm just using the standard now to help us visualize our map. But okay, now I'm gonna do the water map, right? So let's fill it up. I'm gonna put some color there just to visualize. You can change it anytime that you want to. So you're gonna put tile sets number 1 all over the water area, right? It's gonna take a while. To make it easy to comprehend, I'm just doing this tutorial as real-time tutorial, so you can go easy. I'm doing overdub of the process, and it takes 48 minutes. So just build it. The idea is to show all the possibilities with this workflow, so you can create your own, you can adapt and make your own system also. I'm just showing to you guys what are the possibilities. So we're gonna cover up all the water landscape, just because I want to show you as an example, but it could be other kind of, depends on how you designed your idea. It could be a city, so this could be full of buildings and stuff, but I'm gonna make it simple. Okay, this is the whole nearland lot. That's 64, 32 tiles wide, and in the end we can export a JSON file that should be help us to import the tiles to the nearlands from scratch. So we can build it up here, everything, drawing, make it a final version of it, and then export. And we need to talk to the devs of nearlands, but I guess it should be possible, because it will create each tile as a single file, and then the JSON file organize themselves, so it could help to build a easier workflow, so we can go just from this software to the nearlands online. You don't have to rebuild it all over or use another. So okay, now let's do our little building here. It's a tower. We create a new tile. It's a blank one. I'm gonna do some colors on it. Okay, they're great. And then the door and window. Oops, here are the layers. I'm not going to use that by now. It's I'm just doing one layer, simple tiles. Okay, all right. So this should be some wood material, I guess. Now let's do some dirt. Okay. Your organization will help you in the future, so it's good to create a workflow that help you, because this will be a lot lot of material produced, like a lot of tiles, and they can be really confused if you're not organized from the beginning. Okay, so at some point I will create into the tiles menu there, an organization flow. Each tile has like a grass, and the borders, there are 9 tiles set, so it's wise to make a 9 columns tiles palette. So you just at some point go into the configuration. Okay, let's put some color here. And wait, there's some delay happening. Okay. Just need to let's do the water here. I want to make a shallow water, so let's put it different. Light blue. Okay, could work. We can change it all the time, so it's just for organizing to the beginning. Okay, so now let's do that. You put a 9 row, a 9 column. So we can duplicate the green that's from the grass 8 more times, so we have 9 initial tiles. Okay, and then we reorganize them into one row, so it will make easier to visualize. Every reorder that you create, it will automatically update the tiles into the main file. So there was the 0 ones, it's still the 0 ones, but I've changed the other ones, so they are not. There are 9 green ones, so the black one is the new 9. The dirty one is 10 now. Okay, this is a good. Okay, so let's start here. I want to make some border. Alright, so this is the first. After to make some simple and do a division between this, I want to create a blending for this with really simple 2 colors material. Let's do it like this. Okay, just get a guide to understand what we should connect, and do a little curve here. Okay, so this will be our set with grass and dirty borders. Okay, oops, you can do later, try to understand how the layers work, so it could make it easier to do different combinations. Alright, but you're not going to that right now, just gonna make it simple. Okay, so now we just created a upper board, for example, and then we can choose the layer, the tile number 1. Okay, let's do some more. Okay, here are these corners. Alright, I can update it now. Okay, there's no more corners like this. I have the border. Alright, so we're starting to build. Okay, let's do this for these parts. They're blank now, just doing the. I'm gonna guide here. I want to make this curve to maintain this proportions. Alright, so they change all of them because they are tiles number 3. Oops, there's some blur. Alright, doing some details here just for visualization. Okay. There's this gap, so we should create more dirty grass tiles. So let's create a whole row down here, and then okay, let's make this, let's use this one. Alright, okay, let's take this for these left borders, and this one to be these corners. Okay, this one will be this gap, fill this gap between this and this one to fill the other gap. Alright, perfect. Should make the little details now. Okay, now I'm connecting these two. I like to create like this so you can have a more organic flow to the tiles development. You can do some combinations. Okay, now should get this border down here. Perfect. Can add some details. Okay, a little bit of mud. Alright, Pyxel mud. Nice. There's a little humming on the background, my kids singing. Okay. I'm really doing slowly. Because I like everyone to understand how the whole process, and it's really easy, but there's some tricky that you need to get used to the tool. So you don't actually need too much skills of drawing. You can make it really to a friendly way. For example, I can there's possibly some rotating tools, but I'm not. I like to create original because it breaks down that pattern. Okay, so oh, I just misclicked it here. Hold on. right? I'm showing possibilities to how to adapt, update, and change from the perspective that we're creating, but it should be easier and different. Anyone should develop their own kind of thinking. It would be nice to share this process so we can contribute to each other. Okay. We're gonna do this in the harder way now. Yeah, you can right click with the mouse so you get the eye drop to get the color. Okay. Alright, so now we have this border here. Let's just do some details to fill it like the other ones. We can do the same Photoshop commands for the brushes. Size, we can go up and down. It makes it easier. Use the commas. How's it called? I don't know how it's called. The square thing. Okay. Let's just customize and then I'm gonna fill up our borders with these tiles. There's one here. Okay. Other side is done. Just need to. Oh, here's the border. I just did it. No. Here it is. Okay. Now we need to fill these gaps. I can show you why I like this, because for example I can create a different one. I already have that one, but I want to make a little different to break the patterns. So this is a different version of this corner here. Okay. I don't know exactly how much of the tiles get some impact over the nail ends loading and everything. We need to talk to the develop team to understand that, of what kind of possibilities do we have, because you could create some versions and make it really oh, hi John, thank you too. Create some diversity of tiles to make it a rich environment. Would be nice. So, but I cannot say for sure of what are our limits, but I think we should be fine by now with these. Let's do these corners here and update here. Okay, looking fine. Alright, we are almost done this part. So there's this new one here that's missing. And the other corners here, they are okay. There's some line here. Everything's too up. I need to get lower. Let's there it is. Oh, we already have it. get the other one. Yes, this. Okay, adapt again. Alright. Okay, so we made this lower border. And this new one that was a new version of the 5 tab. No, not this one. Okay. Not this one. No, yeah. Here it will be this one. Over here we need some new. Let's use this. It's too blank to fill up these gaps. Okay, perfect. And just get the green color and then alright. Okay, let's just make it more nice here. Undo. Okay, here. Alright. Just do a little sculpting here. Awesome. So put more dirty to make it. Okay, now it's blending into our tile style. Okay, perfect. Here more dirty. Okay, it's nice. I like how these granular pixels blend together. Here, with the new version. Oh, these are for example purposes. Okay, so you can do your own. Let's do now the water grass. Okay, so you can use this as a reference. Okay, I want to make these. I just duplicated this tile. I'm gonna put some water just to see. Alright, I wanna upgrade here a little bit, make it larger, but have the soul of the other one, so it's fine. Okay, now starting a new tiles. Okay, to the curve here. Put on some grass and make the whole process again. So duplicate new ones. Green. I like to build like this with primary first colors because we can do more. You can work on in each tile. After that, when you compose all of the map, and then you go, and this is why this app, the software, it's really amazing for this workflow, because you can do a live scratchy system. Okay, and build it on top of the map itself. It's really make things a lot easier and more freely to develop new concepts and everything. Okay, just do a little organization visually. It really helps to organize it. Okay, now right. Let's do a new one here. Okay. Same corner. So I did some mistake and then change something. Okay, let's undo that. Alright. Duplicate, new tiles for the curve, duplicate, new tile. Well, now we're getting a nice shape of it. I like them to be more sketchy, not too gritty. I like when they have more natural, it gives more natural feeling. I like that. Okay, great. Let's apply our tiles here into this small island and create over our planning. Okay, I'm going a little rogue here now. I don't want to be too locked into the initial idea, but I want to have an island here, and with the new set I'm gonna just expand a little bit and do some dirt around it, I think. Alright, I like how these shapes works nicely together. Okay, a little bit more grass, then the borders. They will work like here. Okay, some of these. Alright, this part here. I'm using a different dirt tile because in the future I can change it. It will be just for this area, so we can have different and I like to have options. Okay, now we just sketchy a new island here. Alright, we have some nice shapes. I like this, how these are looking. With definitely want to do some more deeper techniques. Let's go exploring the possibilities. Okay, there's one thing that I like a lot into this software, and the pixels have this, is this shading, lighting, saturation hue possibility. He give you some nice palettes, and it works between the colors that you choose, so it's really nice, helps a lot. So let's do some bricks kind of shapes here. Alright, I'm letting the edit to trespass the borders of the tiles, but there's an option up there that you can mask and work only into the tile. But to make it more organic and broke down the pattern that the web, I like to work like this, but it's easy to go off the edges and pollute the others, so have to be really careful. But it's a good. Okay, let's do some to build some volume here. So I want to make it some brighter colors for this shading. just like some rocky bricks somehow, just to resemble that. Okay. Yeah, I like it how this are turning into. Okay. Do some highlights. Grainy highlights. Alright, here, and some shadows underneath to make some like little holes on the stones that they have this grainy texture. Okay, filling up. You have some kind of 3D resembling sketchy idea. Okay. Alright, I'm enjoying it. There's some nice contrast and the same to be something more. I want to do some wood material here. I'm really making it simple just for understanding. You can go. Okay, there's some shadows here. Voila, see, I've blurred the edge and then got in the grass, but I'm still want to make it passing through the flows. Not, I don't want to use the mask yet, but I will show you some. Okay, do some highlights for the wood veins. Okay. Now we should work with the opacity and things will be more prettier than these hard edges. Okay, let's do some third opacity. Okay, you see, like this. Too much. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, nice. Alright, you hit tab and just you can see the grid. I'm really enjoying this shape of how it's becoming. I want to do something here on the ground. I like to create some shadows. So let's duplicate the grass tile, create a new variation of it. And you should do some shadows with low opacity. Just choose the black. Oops, no. Okay, maybe now it will be easier to do the mask. Where is it? No. Oh, here it is. Okay. Alright, so now I can blur it and it will confine into the tile that I'm working on. So it makes it easier. Alright. Just get the green to make it more merged with the glass and create this shadow casted. Idea. Alright. It's starting to look fine. I enjoy it. I like it. Perfect. Okay. sketchy process. I'm doing really quickly just to understand, and then I will come back later and going deeper into the development of each tile. So, but we have some nice builded basic material. So I want to do these shadows here to make it. Oh, I enjoy that. Okay, let's do some. This is nice. It makes some 3D, so we can make it more exaggerated. So we just have some bricks. Okay, I like that. Can have some way. There's this little gray lines that I can work on later to break down these tiles too much, but I really enjoyed how it went. Okay, nice. Well, I'm really satisfied with this. We have a lake, we have a small tower. We passed through all the techniques, the possibilities. We should do one more advanced at some time, but I think it's a good way to start and create our own original tile sets, right? Perfect. Let's export tile set. Okay, you want them separated, each one by one. We can have different configurations now, but I'm doing like this. Example here, lens. Okay, save. Can't save. Oh. Okay, save. Already done. Okay, so here it is. Let's see our lens. Alright, here are our tiles that's just created. If you want any modification, you're just going to export and they will overwrite the original ones. Just hit yes, and we can create a JSON file too, so it works. Okay, thank you very much.